Well, hello, welcome to I Love Gay today. And this is another part of our Voices of India series. We were just in India recently, and we had a chance to meet with some amazing leaders in the world of LGBT business and activism, pride. And today we're going much more into the world of film. And we are here with Sridhar Rangayan. How are you?
I'm fine, Matt. What a pleasure to meet you and be talking about Indian voices, LGBTQ voices for I Love Gay Pride. Thank you so much.
I love this. And you're one of the few that I feel like I know you already, because it's been years where you and I have kind of been not just following each other on Twitter primarily, but we're engaged with each other. And between that and also LinkedIn, I see so many of your posts and some of the work you've been doing over the years.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I basically came out in 1990. I don't know how many people were born who are listening to this particular video, but I came out in 1990 at a very old age when I was 26 years old. Yeah. So pretty late bloomer per se. And since then, I've been working for the LGBTQ community, writing, making movies, organizing film festivals, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a big part. I mean, your core business, Solaris Pictures, you've been creating LGBT film for quite a long time, and in fact, you even have some that are on Netflix as well.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is, like, I mean, I came to Bombay in 1986, and then I did my master's in visual communication. So filmmaking was a small part of it, but I basically later on learned filmmaking from two amazing female directors called Kalpana Lajmi and Sai Paranjpe. And then I kind of veered off to doing heterosexual romances, heterosexual comedies, heterosexual drama for television primarily. I did a lot of one-off episodes for television, which was well received. We worked with some really amazing actors. We got a few awards, but I just felt that there was no possibility for giving a voice to our own community stories per se on any of the television channels, Yeah. So that's when I'd also, in the meanwhile, I'd met my partner Sagar Gupta in 1994, and we've been together for 27 years. Like, wow. Wow. So I met him in 1994. Then basically we worked on some of the television projects, and we felt that like we need to have our own production company to basically make LGBTQ focused films. But it didn't start as a big ambition. We just want to make one film. And in 2001, we started a company, Solaris Pictures. And 2001 December, we completed our first film called Gulabi Aina, The Pink Mirror. And it was basically a campy story about two drag queens and a gay teenager seducing a handsome hunk. Very Bollywoodish, melodrama, songs, dance, etc. But the censor board didn't take too kindly to the film, and they banned the film. But that also kind of kickstarted our whole business of making LGBTQ film, because that particular film went on to almost 80 film festivals, won awards, and also became part of, I would say, curriculum in many American universities for the gender and sexuality studies. So for us, what we started basically to document some of the people around us, Yeah. Basically, we used to have drag queens who would attend parties at our own home, and we loved their dances. So we wanted to capture these dances on film, So we made this 40-minute film, and to our surprise, as I said, it went on to so many film festivals. And then we realized that we can continue to make LGBTQ films, though it didn't bring us money at all. Yeah. But we basically managed to find funds to make each one of our films. The second film was called Yours Emotionally, which was a film set in UK and India about a British Asian and a British guy coming to India and falling in love with this bisexual man in a small town, and how it kind of talks about racial identities, sexual identities. That film didn't really go too many places because the producer, I don't know, didn't really want it to be seen too much. I don't know what happened to that. But it's a beautiful film, a film which I'm really proud of. And then, of course, we made 68 pages, and then moved on to documentary films, Breaking Free in Purple Skies, two documentaries on Section 377, the law which criminalized homosexuality. It's a past tense. I need to use past tense. Yeah. So, and then later on to the latest film, Evening Shadows. So it's been a journey for us from 2001 onwards till 2022. 21 years of making LGBTQ films, sustaining the films, and screening across the world, So it's been a challenging time, but it's a passion project. We just love what we are doing. We are not basically being commanded by we are not dictated by anybody to say what we wanted to say. We are free to express ourselves. And that's the reason we kind of make these films. And basically, it's a beautiful journey.
I can see that it's a passion project. I've seen that all along. It really comes through in everything you do. But you've translated your passion into something even bigger with KASHISH Mumbai International Queer Film Festival.
Yeah, so basically, I've been traveling since 2002 with my films across the world to different film festivals. And I basically saw the kind of community bringing the film festivals can do in terms of bringing together a community, and the community enjoys this films on the big screen.
Yeah.
So in 2010, in 2009, basically, the Delhi High Court read down Section 377, which basically gave us wings to say that we can do something in a mainstream way. So KASHISH became the first ever mainstream LGBTQ film festivals in India. Yeah. There have been film festivals in the past, which have been held in Mumbai and Kolkata and Bangalore, but they've been basically held in cultural institutions or colleges, etc. But KASHISH basically wanted to put it in the theatrical space. Okay. So that's the main idea. Yeah. So we started with a small theater, 123-seater, and then went out to 230-seater. And then now we've been doing it in 1,200-seater Liberty Cinema, which is like a grand art deco theater, which was built in 1947. And it's called Liberty. And basically, and just the joy of filling up a theater with 1,200 people in unison cheering or crying for a film. I mean, it gives me gooseflesh whenever I talk about it. Unfortunately, over the last 2 years, the pandemic hit us and we had to do online editions. Yeah. But this year, we're going to be again back in Liberty Cinema, June 1st to 5th. So one of the two things which KASHISH meant to do was, one is for the LGBTQ people to celebrate their own lives, seeing it on the big screen with their friends, lovers, families, etc. Yeah. But also for the non-LGBTQ community to basically get a glimpse of what LGBTQ lives are really about. There's so much of myths and misconceptions around. People have perceptions which needs to be broken. And so we wanted to create awareness also. So one of the mission of KASHISH is also to just celebrate, of course, but also create awareness. And that's been an interesting thing because we have almost 30% of non-LGBTQ population coming to the festival. That's a huge number, because 30% of people who may have some understanding, no understanding sometimes they've never met a gay man or never met a lesbian woman or a transgender person. And here was a safe space where they could intermingle with each other. Of course, nobody's wearing a label. If they want to wear a label, they can do that. Of course, they're welcome to. So at KASHISH, basically, anybody can dress whatever they want. So we have drag queens, we have trans men, we have non-binary persons. So everybody are free to be who they are in the safe space. Yeah. And if the non-LGBTQ community does not like it, sorry, they have to leave the auditorium. Yes.
Well said. But yeah, so to reiterate, but you're it's coming up this year, June 1st to the 5th, in Mumbai, yes?
Right. So we're going to be doing a hybrid edition. Basically, we're going to be having an in-person screening at Liberty Cinema. Hopefully, the pandemic does not have a fourth wave coming up in June. Yeah. So we don't know right now, but we have scheduled it in Liberty Cinema again, and also have an online version, because I really think that online version helped us reach a wider audience, people who could not come to Mumbai, and we opened the film festival across the world. So you can watch it, or your audience can watch it wherever they are. So that's been a huge experience for us. Also, I think what the online taught us was also that we could bring in filmmakers on panel discussions and filmmaker Q&As. Otherwise, for us to fly them down to India was impossible. And we all thinking, why did we think of this before? Why should the pandemic teach us this? We could have thought about this before. Yeah. But from now onwards, it's going to be definitely a hybrid forever. You cannot just think about it just a in-person or an online thing. It always would be a hybrid thing. So yeah, everybody's waiting for it to happen, because over the last 2 years, everybody's been locked down in their own homes. And I think KASHISH would be the first ever big LGBTQ celebratory event in Mumbai for sure, Yeah. So I hope we make it a good thing. So I just hope that everything goes well, the pandemic stays.
Yes.
Off till June end at least, or it should never come back, of course. That's the wish. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is fantastic. And I'm just really glad you were able to take a few moments of your time and share some of the story of what you've been up to, because on my next trip to India, I hope to be able to connect with you in the real world this time.
Yeah, but like I just wish that, like, I mean, one of the things India has passed the Section 377. We have managed to kind of read down Section 377, decriminalize homosexuality, but we have not been able to take the next step. What we need is an anti-discriminatory law which will ensure that nobody is discriminated based on their gender or sexuality, where the transgender persons are protected, the non-binary people are protected. And of course, same-sex marriage rights, definitely, because I want to get married to my partner. We've been living together for 27 years. And it's high time we get married and celebrate our wedding.
I know the feeling. I'm married in 2013, and it felt very, very good.
Cool. So we hope to see that very soon in India for sure.
Exactly. Well, thank you again for being here with us, and look forward to connecting again soon.
Thank you, Matt, so much I love being on the show. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care.